Okay, that should be on as well because, well, I had a few moments with my electricity, but it is what it is, so for the most part. Anyways, yeah. Hi, my name is CVGS. I'm the captain here, and welcome to the Vanguard Newsday Tuesday. Forgive me if I'm a little bit low energy. God damn it. Forgive me if I'm a little bit low energy at the moment right now. I guess today has just been a little bit kind of like a lull day, a bit of a lazy day, so to speak. So yeah, might not be as energetic, I might not be as into things, but I'll do my best to deliver the news as well. We're getting Magnolia support, new Magnolia Patriarch 2 as well, and befittingly enough also, we got Money coming back as a guest on the show today. There's also going to be some Artisaria support cards too as well that we're seeing, and then there's also 3 new cards that's going to be appearing in the Tendo Zero startup deck, basically. That's coming in late March. So yeah, and all the stuff with Magnolia and everything is all happening in April. So we're getting out like simultaneous from there. So hopefully we won't have too much of a long show too as well. We also have a What is Cooking segment afterwards as well. So do stick around afterwards so you can check out what today's prompt is. Got an interesting one today, and it really got everybody in a little bit of a he. So yeah, we will have a bit of fun later on also. I think we're gonna have quite a bit of fun also, but for the most part also, this is gonna be this is probably one of the most interesting prompts, and one that really teaches culture, I would say. One that really teaches culture, maybe, so to speak. So, but we'll see how that plays out. So, but for now, we're just waiting for the live stream to begin. It should be less than the 5-minute mark. So, the live stream should be live right now. Yes, it is. So yeah, I don't know why I have to refresh every time that the thing goes live. So, which means that this could tick down to 0, and I wouldn't know that it started until like it goes up from there. So yeah. But for the most part, I hope everybody has had a good weekend, and I hope everybody has quite a bit of time. So sorry, I had a bit of fun, I should say. So yeah, maybe something else is in my mind in terms of stuff. So yeah. So yeah. All in all, so just wishing everybody a good weekend forward. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend behind too as well. So yeah, we're just tuning in, we're waiting for the show to begin. So everybody can settle in, sit in, and we can begin the stream soon. So yeah. For you to ask any questions, again, I am a little bit low energy right now, so I can't really I don't know why I keep doing this. This is supposed to be like dive into things. That's the motion of it. But I just usually do like I can't get into it right now, so I don't know. I apologize if it sounds weird and whatnot. So yeah, maybe because this also is also like kind of really annoying and such. So I mean, I did put salt on it already, but it's reached the phase whereby it stings when it is touched, and then after the stinging phase, so that's where it goes into the healing phase. So when the ulcer starts to close up, essentially from there. So and then this was like last week, I bit my tongue, I bit my mouth here, and this one opened up. And then on the weekend, I bit my lower lip inside here too as well. But surprisingly, this one didn't fester into an ulcer. Maybe because this one already exists really, so that's why this one is not there. But probably a good indicator so that my body, I'm not getting enough hydration in my excuse me, in myself. So yeah. I mean, there's another 3 more minutes left to live stream, so but usually this is where they start playing the advertisements, and then they go up at 8. So yeah, can see the time here too as well. So I'm trying to point it out. So yeah. So I guess I could say so. I apologize for the lack of gaming streams as of late. I mean, it's Monster Hunter Wilds, and I mostly play Monster Hunter really to just mainly enjoy Monster Hunter. For myself, with my team, I don't really feel the need to like really go live and start playing this up. So streaming is fun, and playing Monster Hunter is fun also. But it happens during times where it doesn't make sense for me to actually stream. Not only that, also if I play with my friends, play with Leon and everybody else, so Leon of course will be cool with that also. But then we got some other friends also that may not be cool with being online voices, so to speak. So yeah, so I will not put them through that trouble. So and I'll just enjoy Monster Hunter for myself, having a ton of fun, having great moments, and just enjoying for what it has given. So yeah. Set 6 now on sale, so yeah, I haven't got my hands on set 6. I really need to get to that. So. These are all like old products. Yeah, I mean, true also.
いいよ。よーし。スタートアップ。バンガード。ライド。アタック。
Okay.
ドライブチェック。クリティカルトリガー。ディバインスキル発動。ディバインスキル発動。もう一回バンガローぜ。ディアデイズ2大好評発売中。武士ロード。
Alright. Go through the user ads.
モルフォニカとヴァンガードコラボカードが出ます。私たちの輝きが詰まってる。ブースターパック月が総演ヴァンガードの世界覗いてみて。武士ロード。
俺があのデラックスに出場。最強の
Going through the usual ads. So yeah.
アニメカードファイトヴァンガードディバインズデラックス編放送中。みんな絶対見てくれよな。カードファイトヴァンガードもっと見せてくれよ君自身を。月の試練
Set 6
これより開幕。
Sorry, set 7 ads.
ブースターパック月が総演ドレスシークレットレア収録ブシロード。
Alright.
全国の皆さんこんばんが。終盤 MC 真田組です。そして
はい、皆さんこんばんが。同じく終盤 MC 西尾優香です。そして今日はゲストが来てくれてますよ。
お
こちら。皆さんこんばんが。大倉めぐみ役の新藤までです。お願いします。お願いします。ペロッポになってる。
そうよ。
いろいろありますよ。
She's noticing all the asset additions.
デラックスに
リニューアル後の世界です。
そうです。
変わっちまった。
She left and all these things come into place. So
い
yeah.
ない間に
驚きました。なんか
そうです
壁もできてて。
壁？
壁この
あこれ
商品の壁ね。
商品の壁
Yes,
もできて
and then the display in front. So yeah.
そうずらーっとね。
これは別にいつもじゃないから。
そうじゃないんですね。あ、そう。
Like she's only been gone for what 7 weeks, and then all of a sudden everything is prettier now.
すごい。
お久しぶりでございます
お
ね。
久しぶりでございます。
はい
2ヶ月ぶりぐらいですね。いやー、皆さん元気にしてましたか？
久々に実家に帰ってきた人みたいな。
私は元気にしてました。
お、よかったです。
花粉症がね、やっぱすごい今ね、
今ね
戦ってますね。レビドラスがこう。
あ、巻いてんだ。みんなのパワーマイナス1万してんだ。
そうなんですよ。
誰がワンドローしてんだよ、じゃあその場合。誰が数えてんだよ。
いや、さすがです。さすがです。
うまいな。
今日はでもね、新藤さんに来てもらったのは訳がございますからね。
そうなんですよ。
そうですよ。ポスターもね、来ましたよ、ついに。
Sorry, I'm looking at something else, so it's just kind of.
隣に
これ意図せずなのか、意図してなのか。
She just noticed. She just realized also the full display posters.
そう、ちょっとこの2人のお話をしに来ました。
So Megami and Patriarch, Magnolia Patriarch got the full poster, as well as we got Yupik and Rika there too. So I'm certain that yeah, then we also see Blood Mind Nexus also has a full art too.
です。
So yeah.
まずはイベント情報、今週末開催の WGP デラックス名古屋会場のお知らせが届いております。
I realized that the Master Decks are coming out after the set booster, a week after. That's weird. Oh no, at the same time.
あらすじをお届けいたします。
It's releasing at the same time, so yeah.
コメントしてください。お願いしま
そし
す。
て新カード情報はブースター
Oh,
パック
okay.
で転生
Master Deck set is coming out at the same time as the booster too as well. So like,
アルキサリアの強化
that's pretty. That's an interesting time frame.
力で勝負だ。天童0収録の新カード3枚を紹介します。最後までお見逃しなく。
はい。それでは早速終盤始めていきましょう。私が
So right out the topics for the agenda for the stream. So
ヴァ
yeah.
ンガードと打ち込んでください。よろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。久々のパトリアークね。
パトリアークで。
めちゃくちゃ良かったね。
Patriarch.
かっこよかったな。
ありがとうございます。
ね、イラストも素敵ですからね、パトリアークね。
そうなんですよ。
かっこいいよ。
かっこいい、美しい。
パトリアークって名前いいっす。
ね、かっこいいよね、なんか。
これなんか言いやすそう。
パトリアーク。
そうなんか結構みんな新規カードが出て苦しんでる印象の方が強いんだけど
確かにね。
パトリアークは
しかも
言えそう
読めるしね、漢字もね。
確かに確かに
百獣王って。そう、隣の人読めないからね。
Now, of course, so next week we're getting you for too as well. It's just that everybody is really, really psyched.
最短じゃないしね。
So yeah.
ビルドだし。読めない。
はい
や、いいですね。ちょっとね、ぜひぜ
はい
ひ新カード紹介、熱いカードも来ますから、
はい
お待ちください。お楽しみに。は
はい、そろそろ準備はよろしいですかね。はい、それでは行きますよ。週刊漫画情報局スタート。せーの。
Stand up,
バンガード。お
Vanguard.
願いします。
お願いします。
それではまずはイベント情報、来月4月のショップファイトのお知らせです。こ
Right,
ちら。
so event information up first as
はい、
always.
4月のショップファイト。
So for the month of for the month of August, sorry, I'm so far ahead in the future. Is that what my brain is? For the month of April, these are the for all 3 standards they're getting these PR cards. We already got through all the stuff, so the 3 cards has been reprinted. You see there, 3 new support cards for pre-existing ones and new support cards also. So yeah, one of which includes actually one of them is actually a battle sister, sorry, divine sister Ace Vanguard. So yeah.
名古屋会場のお知らせです。
わー、
そうよ。
So yeah, all the skills we got through too as well. And this is the stuff they're getting in March anyway. So this is nothing new. There's nothing new that comes with it. So.
開催概要の方改めて
But it's a bit sad also that they're not giving premium and V. They're like the cards they used to have. So like it takes like 12 months for the whole entire set to come out. But they're not doing that anymore. So hopefully it's not a sign so they decided to just drop the 2 formats, support for the 2 formats, because I feel that it's extremely important for 2 of them. Otherwise I wouldn't have had a whole like V premium section for the White is Cookie segment. So yeah, they're going through all the Nagoya WGP Deluxe Lake guest itineraries and everything and whatnot. So no new information over here to really speak of. So we happen to Nagoya this weekend. This is where you want to be. So
あらあ
yeah.
ら。
そうですよ。
あれを使うんですか
あれを
ね。
使うんですかね。
あれかね
タイミング的にね
そういや
ちなみに真野さんは何を使うんですか。
僕はいやー、まあでも診断の中からどれかを持ってこうかなと
ほうほうほう
思っております。久しぶりにね、小笠原仁君もウィルドレスぶりのファイトに多分な
わー、お
ると思います
久しぶり
ので、。そう久しぶりでございます。皆さん楽しみにしていてくださ。
はいい、そして2日目はメインの大会となるシングルファイトの決勝ラウンドの模様をゲストの皆さんと一緒に実況解説しながらお届けします。またこちらのステージは YouTube
So again, so there's not much that we need to go through here
ます
because
ので
it's
会
all
場
new
に来られない
information.
方もぜひ配信でお
All
楽しみ
information.
くださ
So
い。
yeah.
美味しい。
And we're just chilling until we get the actual
すご
thing.
い
So yeah.
うん。
進化しすぎてないですか。
いやそうよ
そうなのよ。
規模でかすぎるよな。
びっくりしてます。
ね。
あるんです配信が。
はい、ぜひぜひ皆さん配信も見てください。
はい。詳しくは後日更新される公式サイトのイベントページをご確認ください。
はい、続いて新たなお知らせです。なんと名古屋会場の Day2 に特別ゲストの方々がいらっしゃいます。この方々です。こちら。はい、名古屋会場2日目3月16日に
So-
女子プロレススターダムのコズミックエンジェル通称コズエンに所属する桜彩さん、クララさやかさんの出演が決定です。
So on day 2 also, there's actually going to be Stardom
2日
wrestlers
目のスタンドアップコールを担当してい
appearing
た
on
だ
day
きます。
2. So yeah,
あー、スターダムの方いらっしゃるのって。
and of course we know so that Bushra
はい
is the owner of New Japan and Stardom too as well. So so these two, so that's why you can expect to see pro wrestlers there. Hell, I think they like I think it was Rebirth for You that they had Stardom wrestlers there. They had a whole booster section for them as well. Not sure if they have any new ones going forward. So yeah.
ということで今後もいろいろなところでスターダムとタッグを組んでいく予定となっております。
ほうはい、
リリステの子がプロレスするとかですかね。
そういうこと
確かにどんな形で
まあ確かにね
So yeah.
タッ
まあ、
グ組んでやっ
実質フ
ていくのか。
ァイトってそういうことなんじゃないか
お
な。
お。
わかんないですけど適当言ってますけど。
ね。
はい、ということでね、こちらの、オールスターグランドクイーンダム2025もですね、チケット好評発売中でございますので、ご興味ある方、この機会にぜひぜひチェックしてください。
はい
以上、追加ゲストのお知らせでした。 続いてはサイドイベントからのお知らせです、
Right.
最近ですね、ありがたいことに、キッズのヴァンガードファイターたちがですね増えてきておりまして、
ありがとう。
本当にね、昨年の WGP とかでもたくさん、お見かけして、もう本当にたくさんの方にご来場いただきました。はい、
そんな中、今年はより多くのキッズファイターにイベントを楽しんでもらうために、こんなものを用意いたしました。こちらです。キッズファイター向けのサイドイベント参加
So they have a kids fighter side event. Okay.
しかもですね、イベント当日、中学生以下の方には総合案内にて、
So yes,
ガブエリウスが売ったサイドイベント参加チケットを無料で
there's a side event for
2
them
枚
too
お
as well.
渡しいたしま
なんと
す。
無料で。
そうなんです。
So then,
ア
so
トラクションなら
attraction
2回
corner, and then there's also the event tournament too as
そう
well.
なんです
So
よ。
those are two events that they can actually participate in as
し
well.
かもね、ガブ
And they might be given the Gabuelas
それまでの土地
the
がさデラックスの人た
I
ち
think that's
はいはい
a card. I think
しかもだからなん
So
だ
yeah.
かわかんない。プロフィールひらがなで書いてある。
they also be available in Osaka too as well. So on the in May.
かわいい。めちゃくちゃいい。
こちらは先週公開したサイドイベント参加チケットと同じように使えるチケットで、このチケットで8人トーナメントやアトラクションコーナーに参加できますので、イベントに来られたキッズファイターの方、ぜひこちらで楽しんでください。
キッズファイター
It has the word banana
や
there.
り
So
たい。
証明できるものがないとさ。
何持っていけばいい
すごいやばい。声だけで勝負しようとしてるね、この人たち。心だけはね、俺も子供なんですけどね。
わかる。
心だけはそうなんだけどね。まだまだ大人になりきれてないんですけど、しっかりと年齢が中学生までの方でございます。はい。ちょうどあれですね。卒業した子も今年の今年度まで中学生の方が大丈夫でございますので、はい、大丈夫でございます。
はい。
はい、ぜひぜひ遊びに来てください。はい。そして最後にフォトスポットと SNS キャンペーンのお知らせです。こちら。はい、まずはフォトスポット。
So there's a photo spot and SNS campaign. So Vaisruga and Artisaria. There's probably gonna be like big,
WGP シ
like
ーズン2の会場に登場しておりました。レザ
I
エル
forgot what it's called. So there's gonna be a big print of them on the wall, and you can probably take a photo with them as well, and also with the Gabuelas plushie. Mascot, I should say.
アルティサリアが登場します。
Should be there, so.
めちゃくちゃいい。これがサイズで結構あったよね。
めっちゃでかい。
2-3メートル
あるあるあるある。
ねあったから3メートルぐらいあったのかな。
じゃあオープニングでさ、アルティサリアの足元らへんにさ、スズメちゃんがいるシーンあるじゃん。あれ
再現
の再現ができるかもしれない。
できるやん。
できちゃう。
超いいね。
ね
素敵。ぜひぜひ皆さんこちらと写真撮ってください。
はい。続きまして SNS キャンペーンも開催です。ハッシュタグヴァンガードとデラックスをつけて会場内の写真と一緒に X へ投稿したものを総合案内にいるスタッフさんに見せますと、
Oh, sorry.
ガブエリウスの写真を使った
You get the Gabuelas sticker. I was like trying to read the bottom up for a long while. Original sticker. And it's basically the mascot. There we go. It's actually the mascot Gabuelas, and there's a sticker there. So yeah.
着ぐるみの実写なのね。
すごいよ。
そうなんです。
これがね、会場でねよくテクテク歩いてたガブがめちゃくちゃいい。
この実写グッズは初かも。
初じゃない？これは。
バンガローとかもなってないですか？
そっちはどうなんだろう。
バンガローとかはどうなんだろう。ステッカーになったことあるのかな。
これを多分
Vanguard and Gabuelas.
すごいよ。
Imagine Vanguard and Gabuelas also, just the mascots there.
そう
今 SNS 頑張ってるんですよ。
すごい。こんなキャンペーンにまで進出してきたやん。
ね。
ガブのステッカーかわいいこれ。
めっちゃいいサイズ。
ね。そう。
I've always said Bushion is a printing company.
気もいけるし。
ね。
It's a merchandise printing company, so yeah.
バンガローやっぱ先輩でしたわ。
バンガローは PR カードがあったのか。
Vanguard is the senpai for Gabuelas.
いつかね期待しちゃうな。
確かに。
いつか期待しちゃうな。
ガブね、実写じゃない方はね、もう PR っていうかアリニアだとかね、大当たりがあります
もんね。
確かに今後もね。ちょっと展開してほしいですね。素敵。ぜひぜひ皆さん手に入れてください。この SNS キャンペーンはですね、フォトスポット以外にもガブちゃんの写真でも OK でございますので、会場内でね、もちろんこのね、先ほどのガブちゃんが歩いていると思いますので、見かけた方ぜひぜひ一緒に記念撮影をお楽しみください。イベントの思い出をポストして、ステッカーをゲットしてください。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
それでは最後に改めてこちらです。 はい、WGP デラックス2025シーズン1名古屋会場は今週末3月15日、16日にポートメッセ名古屋で開催です。最後にですね、
Alright, so again,
なんと
so this is just
ここで
the
とあるものが
guests.
届いておりますので、一つちょっとお見
Basically,
せ
so
したいと思います。じゃあ新藤さんお願いします。
はい
こちら何
パスです
So that is the pass.
パスなんですけれども、なんとこちら WGP デラックス名古屋会場のシングルファイトで Day1 を勝ち抜き Day2 に進出したファイターに贈られる Day2 進出パスでございます。
めっちゃいい
Number 00000.
いいな
これね、デザイン
Amazing.
特別なのとさ、
そうなんですよ
そうこの
上にナンバーが
ね、
まずあって
そうこれ一人一人違うナンバーがね、
違うナンバーがつくのと
これよね、
社員証とかにつけれるやつ
そう
わあネクスト
ネッ
ラップ
クストラップ
うん
このグラデーション色の
ね
グラデーシ
裏
ョンの
側が国家アイコ
国家アイコン
はいはいはい
に
ン、そう表面は
あら
なんと
みんなが
ミニキャラ
デラックス
So yes, and then of course the
そうですね
the lanyard itself also has the mini characters
こと
for all of the Divine Deluxe
記憶ラグルー
series.
プ
So
の
yeah.
人が出てるんだよ。
あそっかそっか
そうエリカちゃんがいるん
招
だよ。
待状ね
そう
あげ
私るから
ちゃったから
Mhm.
出しちゃったか
そうね。
もしかしたらここにいたかもしれないね
そうよね、確かにな。ちょっと寂
い
しいな。でもみんないるもんね、それ
そう
が。
なんです
すごい。いいな。
かわいい
これめちゃくちゃ欲しいですね。
ねでも景品1個増えたみたいない
や、そうそうそうそうそう、
本当に
実質そうなんですよ。
こう普通にグッズで出してほしいな
ね
確かに。でもそう、
かわいい
これは Day1 を勝ち上がってDay2に行った人がもらえるものでございます。で、絶対に持ってきてください。Day2 のタイミングに持ってこないと通れないので、そこだけ
大
忘れないで
切なパス
ください。
なんでね
そうそうそう。
はい
その後ね、ちゃんとね自分のものにできますので、
はい
ぜひぜひこちら頑張って皆さんシングルファイト
はい
優勝目指して頑張ってください。
お願いします
それでは最後に大番画祭のお知らせです。こちら先日大番画祭のトリオファイトの定員チーム数の増枠を
Oh,
行
they
いまし
increased
たが
the capacity
その
already.
増
So
枠を
trios
さら
fight
に
for
はるかに上回る
for
チー
Dai
ムの
Bagasai, right, will now be
申し込みをいただい
730
たので
teams.
追加での席の調整を行
They
い
increased it to
さらに
100
増
more,
枠を
so
行いました
which is amazing.
増枠の増枠
そうさらに増枠ですそんなことある
ねえ、大好評。皆さん本当にたくさんのお申し込みありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます
すごい規模感になりましたね。730チームが参加って。
だってしかもトリオでチームだから
そう。
かける3
かける3。2190。すごくない？
すごい
怖い
めちゃくちゃ多い。もうでもさすがにもう会場のキャパもありますから、これ以上の増枠は本当にちょっと難しいとのことでございますので、皆さんね、本当に大会に参加したいっていう方はもう申し込みの方お早めにお忘れなくよろしくお願いいたします。
お願いします
ぜひ皆さんこの機会にトリオファイト参加してみてください。はい、というわけで、いよいよ今週末の WGP デラックス、名古屋会場から今年のデラックスが始まります。皆さんぜひ会場に遊びに来てください。
お願いします
ということで以上イベント情報でした。
続いてアニ
So
メ
that's
情
all
報
the
で
event
す。
information. So now we go into the anime information.
見てくれましたか？
はい、
見ましたか？
見ましたか
Which gets
はい。ではでは早速ですが、
Should have already
まりちゃんもいるからね。
the chicken
早く話したいもんね。
そうよ。
But yes, this is her episode essentially.
一
So
緒に
yeah,
振り返っていきましょう。お願いします。
this is her episode after all because of the fact that Megumi finally gets her spotlight. So where she really can
いか
shine.
がでしたかもう冒頭からね
And you know, I always thought that it's gonna be Artist Saira that's actually going to take the win here. I thought that Suzune is the one that's actually going to get the win here. But to see her actually to see Megumi actually get the win here, so it
知り合いだったんですよ
feels very cathartic and it feels like this is so needed. So, and thankfully, right, it doesn't sacrifice
まあねって言って
Suzune. So, and it really puts her in a position whereby
目の中を知りたい
it really puts her in a position whereby now we highlight more about what is it that she wants as an individual, but she's still chained to to her family ties essentially, also, and their motto essentially, and that adds a lot of drama, so which
い
is
いなって感じ
well
ですね
written to that
丸
extent.
くなったしね、前よりも。
とても丸くなりました
But yeah, Megumi's just face palm right there, so it's peak.
ブラックアウト
It's straight peak.
あと見え
に 会いましてちょっとお恥
It's
ずか
just
し
street
い
peek, so just seeing the all blackout just
見
act
せて
like
しまいました
like kids in a way. So yeah.
子供みたいな人たちが
そうなんですよ
すごいよ
So
ス
yes.
ズメが中学生なの
Of course she will win. It wasn't a dark stick deck, so I mean fair, but at the same time also it's like Megumi is getting fed to brand new character. Megumi is actually being fed to brand new character, so it's kind of like, is she gonna be another sacrificial lamb, just another to feed to the story, everything and whatnot? Because we already have long established also that Suzune is or rather Rokuin family, so it's like you must win at all costs. So you kind of expect Suzune to actually kind of follow the same mantra too, and you're gonna go on also until she finally gets broken down. She suffers the proper first loss to Suo, because that's where the arc is going. But no, she got the loss here, so and it actually adds more to Suzune's story than it does to then takes away from it, so which I find very well done. So it's very hard not to do something like that, so not failing through and through. So, but I do hope that there is more for Erika. Lost twice off the bank, so not looking good for her arc in this season. So I think she'll get a big pickup. So I think she'll start to get a big pickup after this second loss, and she really is going to be driven. So she'll get the third win, and she'll get her first win there, and it'll be enough also for her to actually participate in the thing. Although maybe she also could get she also could get knocked out also, but that's what also fuels her to want to improve better and whatnot. So there's ways to do this also, which goes to show just how well written this season has been. Yeah, and we're more than halfway through, so yeah.
でもリズム狂わないって言ってるから。
まあそうか
そうか。狂わないねきっと。
ないかすごいな
面白いよ
Alright.
ねえ。はい、では後半見ていきましょう。お願いします。
はい
Alright, and then the proper fight itself also. I'm a little bit.
個人的に
Okay, I know it's very traditionally Japanese, but really the banzai thing also is just kind of like, it's just super weird to me, honestly. Just the whole crew actually going banzai for Megumi win also. But if you gotta, but the thing is that the reason why Megumi is now our girl also is just we can finally see the Danji in her. We can finally see her acting properly like the Danji that she strives to be, and to see her finally achieve it also and showcase it with the green flame there. It's just yes, I'm getting behind her. We know how to root for people also, and they visually know how to make us root for people. So the whole entire thing also was just, I watched her, Megumi just went from Megumi to Danji essentially. And this is going to be, and essentially that this is just excellent. It's just really excellent also, and to see Megumi actually reach peak as well, so it's lovely. It's lovely. Her story arc is officially complete. And I'm very happy about it, so yeah.
本当笑った顔がめちゃくちゃ兄貴でなんか歯出して
It was really fun to see Team Blackout interact. So yeah, it's always fun to. I also like that during the scene where they're having dinner and talking about Danji, then Danji just like, somebody's gossiping about me. So
ライド工場がついに
like they didn't have to edit in also, but that adds quite a layer of levity also, which I think is super important. So yeah. And next week we're getting Raika. So yeah, we'll get to see. We get to really see also just how Raika gets fired up also, and we'll see whether if Akina will get his second loss of the tournament,
殴りっこも言える
because it's full burst, and I don't think we'll be getting a win from Akina. I think we will see. I think it's hard to not see Youth Perk actually taking the win here for next episode. So, but we'll see. I'd love to be wrong. Like I said, I'd love to be wrong.
欲しいしね
So yeah, the lighting on Suzune 2 as well, so it's actually quite peak actually. It's actually super peak. So yeah.
そう
なんかでもちょっとやっぱ重なる部分とかあるのかな、ジャンル的にもね。
確かに昔の自分を感じたりとかね、するのかね。
そうな距離の縮め方めちゃくちゃ私大共感で
そうなんだ。
なんかその初対面の人好きな食べ物は何ですか
下手くそなんだな。
好きなアーティストは誰ですかそっか
一緒に友達になる方法を教わった方がいいんじゃないですか。
いや本当に教わった方がいいですね。
いやめちゃくちゃ
でもよかったですね。
So yeah,
そうね。
great episode today. Also. There's not much I can say. Really good episode.
うわ気になるね。でも今後の展開も。
気になる。
そしてラストもカットがね映ってますけど。
あら
好き。やだ好き。
いよいよですね。
もういよいよです。
彼が出陣しますね。そろそろね。
Hello.
私も
うん。
待機しております。
待機しております
最高の2話連続じゃんじゃあ。
いや最高ですよ。もうワクワク。
楽しみだね。
楽しみですね。
じゃあそんなね気になる次回のあらすじ見ちゃいましょう。じゃあマネちゃん紹介お願いします。
はい、ではあらすじこちらです。第9話「旧星の翼と破天の騎士」。アキナの次の対戦相手は小芝ライカ。勝利への意気込みを語るアキナに対し、ライカはメガネの奥をギラリと光らせ高みを目指して戦い続ける前回デラックス優勝者の実力とは。ちょっと待って、メガネの奥をギラリと光らせって言ってメガネをつけてるカットじゃないっていうか。
あらあらあらあら。
So yes, this is gonna be interesting. As I talked about, so Akira versus Raika is gonna be interesting. I have no idea, and I have a feeling also that Youthberg is gonna win. Because it really needs to teach Akina the lesson that Akina really needs the setback. He really needs the setback, and maybe that also ties in with his progression of everything alongside with Erika too as well. Because both of them will be a double loss. I can't remember if they're in the same group or not. If they are, do correct me if you know. But if they are both at double losses also, that means only one can advance, and we can expect Akina to actually be the one to advance. But if they're different groups also, both of them can still advance as well. We can still get a cool badass moment with Erika. So yeah. She's just shocked by she's just completely shocked by the assets that's in this stream now. So yeah.
新情報だったんですよ。そんな重要情報出てくる時もある。
そう。
なるほど。
今週は誰が紹介されるのかと。
I had to lead the show for my other responsibilities, and you jazz it up with assets and everything.
誰が紹介されるんでしょうか。それではゆるウォッチどうぞ。
花月&ナオのゆるウォッチ。
So
皆
yeah.
さんどうもどうも。ここでお便りが届いております。
なんで？
ペンネームグローリア親衛隊さんからいただきました。
お便り募集してたっけ？
ナオさんとめぐみさんはどういう関係ですか？気になって夜しか眠れませんとのことです。
いや、よく行くショップの店員と客だけど。
にしては仲良さそうだよね。
まあ肝心なとこで勝てないとか、話すうちにいろいろシンパシーを感じる部分はあったかも。私よりめぐちゃんの方が立派だけどね。ブラックアウトのリーダーやってるし。
あ、今回もネガティブモード？
こいつうるせえ。
ごめんって。でもナオちゃんも十分立派だと思うよ。
え？何急に怖っ。
俺のことなんだと思ってる？
ロエス。
というわけでお便りのコーナーでした。
ちょっと終わった。またなんか二人で。はい。最後の会話。いいっすね。いいっすねじゃなくて、めぐみちゃんの紹介は店員でしかなかったんですけど今。
Yeah. So anyways.
あ、でもブラックアウトのリーダーやってるし。
いや知ってんね。みんな知ってんね。関係性は知れたけど。
初歩の情報だったね今日はね。
過去一紹介されてなさじゃないですか。
初日レベルかもしれない。
あれだったけど。いやそうね。しかもどっからどういうルートでお便り届くんだよ。
急にだよ。
やっぱグローリアメグ親衛隊
がね、
あの子たちだろうなっていうちょっと
まあそうね。過去言ってましたけど。
3人組の子たちかなと思いつつ、
うちの誰かが
ね、あの子たちがねこの
あの人大丈夫な人かなって思いながら書いて送ったのかな。
ブシロード宛てに。
ブシロード宛てなんだあれ。
ややこしいって。
世界観混ざりすぎて。
ややこしいって。いや不思議、影から見守ってるんだろうな今もな。
ありがとうみんな。
卒業しちゃったけど。いやそうか、まあなんか。まあ新たな情報としては店員と客。
そうか、それが新情報ですよ。
そうです。
高校卒業しても親衛隊はいるって。
確かにね。
なるほどね。そういうことか。
未だに見守ってる人たちが。
確かに
好きでいてくれてるんだ。
ありがとう。
ワンチャン会場探せばどっかにいるんじゃない？
確
かに確かに。
会場
探すしかないですね。
どっかから見守ってくれてるかも。
すごい熱烈なね。
Alright. We should be creeping closer towards our interested content, so hang on to your butts and call everybody.
はい、ということで今後も花月&なおのゆるぼっちは終盤内で放送予定でございます。お楽しみに。それでは放送情報です。こちら。
テレビアニメ「カードファイトヴァンガードディバインズデラックス編」はテレビ愛知テレ東系列6局ネットにて毎週土曜朝8時から BS 日テレにて同日23時30分から放送中です。次週もお楽しみに。
はい、続いてこちらのお知らせです。どうぞ。カードファイトヴァンガードディバインズプロテインバーボリューム1&ボリューム2が今
Alright,
週
so
末
Protein Bar Volume 1, Volume 2 still being promoted, such. So yeah,
ついにでございます。
will be available this Friday.
バンガードストアにて先行販売もございまして、本当に大盛況だったそうです。本当にご来場いただいた皆さんありがとうございまし
ありがとうござい
た。
ました。こちらのプロテインバーはそれぞれバナナ味とチョコ味になっており、さらにアニメの場面写を使用した特製 PR カードも1枚ついてきます。本日は、パッケージの実物が届いております。どうぞ。
こちらでござい
Alright,
ます。
so the packaging right there that you can see.
キービジがどんと使われております。
So yeah, and of course, so each one of them have 7 collectible energy cards, all basically just individual screenshots of
こっちがチョコで
significant characters in the various seasons that you can see there. So yeah, the Fate ones and Destiny ones
い
essentially.
や、そうね。確かに中のエネルギーカード
るんだろう。
気になる。
So yeah, I believe they mentioned that Divine's season 1 is banana, Divine season 2 is chocolate. So yeah.
武蔵もやってたんだから。
そうだからみんなねこのタンパク質を取って
はい、
ヴァンガードファイトしてください。
そうです。筋肉つけてください。
筋肉つけてください。
そういうゲームだったよ。
ぜひ。
はい。
はい、ということで、皆さんぜひぜひゲットしてください。こちらディバインズプロテインバーボリューム1&ボリューム2 3月14日ホワイトデーだに発売です。
はい。
はい、2つとも同時発売となっております。ぜひホワイトデーのお返しに、おすすめです。以上アニメ情報でした。
時期ぴったりだ。
ぴったりでございます。
素晴らしい。
ぜひ友達のヴァンガードファイターに送ってあげてください。
はい
はい、それでは続いて特番のお知らせです。こちら。あさって毎週木曜日の20時からはどこ版ネオ生配信です。新カード情報は霊気転生よりラスカリアとフラムグラムの強化カード計4枚を紹介です。ラスカリアの強化のトリプルレアはストイケイアファイター必見の能力ということで、
なんだって
汎用的な効果があるのかな。さらにスカイライド参加の PR カードも紹介です。番組後半ではドポリスさんとデュアデイズ2対戦コーナーを行います。スイッチをお手元にご用意の上ご視聴ください。ということで今週もお見逃しなく。以上、ドコバンのお知らせでした。
続いて24時間配
Alright,
信
so
の
this
お
is
知ら
Dr.
せ
Van
で
Neo,
す。
sorry.
こちら
Just answering some questions.
好評
So yeah,
配信中の
here's some
アニメ
Flumgy stuff also
24時間配信
for
今週末14日0時にプログラムが
for
更
Dr.
新
Van
で
Neo
す。
essentially.
次
So
回の
yeah.
配信は2018年以降のアニメシリーズを
So V series
連続
and
配信です。
V series, Overdress, Will Dress, and Divines will be part of the 24-hour schedule for the Vanguard channel. So yeah.
以上、ヴァンガードチャンネルからのお知らせでした。
はい、それではここからカード情報でございます。まあ久々に石野さんも帰ってきているので。
イエーイ。
どうしますか。カード情報始まったよ。
お、
いいんですか。
どうし
じ
ますか。
ゃあやっぱフラっぽいなんでしたっけ。
リリコイ
が出てきてくれてたんで、ちょっとハッシュタグ終盤でカード情報始まったっぽい。
始まったっぽいで。
始まったっぽい。
いいなそれ。
始まってるけどね。始まったっぽいで。
始まったっぽいで。よろしくお願いします。やった
なんか
ー。
まだ確信持ててない人みたいになってるやん。始まったっぽいで。ぜひ皆さん。
始まった恋でもいいですよ。
恋でもいい。どっちでもいい。
始まった恋。
ぜひね、最後カタカナにしてあげてください。
確かに
恋。
あ、絵文字とかつくとね、なんか
そう
確かに可愛い。
そうや
可愛い
始まったっぽい。
始まったっぽい。
歌
あいつ愛
マ
されてるな。名前最初どれだっけってなったやつね。はい、ぜひぜひ皆さんもそうしてください。
お願いします。
まずは読み物サイト更新のお知らせからです。こちら。
ユニットストーリーの更新、本日の物語は
Unit
特
story?
別編第9話樹覚獣王マグノリアパトリアークです。あらすじをあまねちゃんお願いします。
はい。レティア大渓谷に出現した異界の影を殲滅。マグノリア王にご報告のち祈祷します。ねぎらいの言葉など不要です。私は 任務を果たしただけですから。
アルティサリアが
話しているんですね。
No, that's Artisaria. Okay, okay.
どんなお話なんでしょうか。
ね、気になりますね。ぜひぜひ読み物サイト終了後に更新されます。お楽しみに。
はい。
それではここから新カード紹介に参りたいと思います。本日ブースターパック0期転生から新たなマグノリアを紹介します。来ました。たくさん出ますよ。そしてアルティサリアの強化カードも1枚紹介です。さらにぶっちぎりスタートデッキから力で勝負だ天道0収録の新規カードを紹介します。カードの実物紹介もございます。最後までお見逃しなく。じゃあまずはですね、ぶっちぎりスタートデッキ力で勝負だ天道0に新たに収録される3枚のカードから見ていきたいと思います。じゃあまずは1枚目、こちら。はい、終わりの幕開けエンウィングでございます。コミックではレイリュー戦に登場しました。
So anyways, these are actually new cards that actually come out in the Zero Tendo deck itself. We're getting these first. So what it's doing is placed on the Vanguard circle. If you have a Vanguard Grade 2 or higher Vanguard, energy blast 3, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and bind it. Okay. Then the second one is Exalva, I believe, yeah. So when your Exalva rear guard attacks, then for the turn this unit gets plus 5k. Then continues on the Guardian Circle. If you have a Vanguard Grade 2 or higher Vanguard, this unit gets plus 10k shield, which makes it a 15k shield through and through. So I go back and go build my boat. It's up to you if you want to build Magnolia. We saw how it does. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool also. So yeah.
なのでね、これはなかなか強力
You already have some of the older parts too as well, so most of them actually will work well with the new Magnolia, basically. So yeah,
自動リアガードサークルエゼルバを含むあなたのリアガードがアタックしたとき、そのターン中このユニットのパワープラス5000。そして永続ガーディアンサークル、あなたのヴァンガードがバージルアを含むグレード3以上ならこのユニットのシールドプラス1万。
はい、
偉い。
なんとそうなんです。エゼルバ含むリアガードがアタックした時にパワープラス5000なんですけど、こちらの能力ターンに1回の制限がございませんので、もちろんねバージルアの効果でエゼルバスタンドさせてもう1回エゼルバがアタックした時にも反応するので、なんとトータルで1万パワーを上げることができてしまいます。しかもオーバートリガーとかがめくれてね、うまいこと噛み合えばもう5000さらに上がりますからね。まあそれはもう夢のようなね理想的な話でございますけど、めちゃくちゃ強力な、パワー上昇効果に加えて、なんと3つ目
the staff is basically a dragon wing. Now that I'm looking at it, so
なんとシールドがプラス
could it be a? Is it?
されます。
It should work like a staff, but something tells me that this could work like a scythe too. I don't know. I'm thinking too much. I'm waiting for the next card. So
インターセプト1万5000ってことよね。
エゼルバも1万5000シールドあるのに、なんとこのエンウィングも1万5000シールド持ってて、すごいなんかめちゃめちゃ硬いデッキになるなっていう印象でございます。しかもやっぱこの子グレード2なので、
she's a dragonoid, so you can see that she has a tail behind her. So yeah.
優秀なカードでございます。ぜひ一緒に入れてあげてください。はい。そして続いてのカードも見ていきましょう。こちら。はい、続いてはこちらブレイジングスタークロスでございます。
Blazing Star Cross. So this is another new this is actually a technique card essentially. So alright. So if you have a Vanguard Vanguard, you can pay this card with Soul Blast 1. Then Ezera, choose an Ezera unit, and it gets plus, and for a turn that gets plus 10k, and then if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, then it also gets the following skill. When this unit stands by the ability of your Vanguard Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 or more cards in the bind zone, then for the turn, then if your persona wrote this turn, oh sorry, you bind 3, wait, no, if your opponent bind with 3 and your persona wrote this turn, then for that turn this unit gets plus 1 critical. So it gets plus 10k from that. And then if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, when it restands, it gets plus 1 critical as long as there's 3 cards in your opponent's bind zone and your persona wrote this turn. So yeah, another technique card also, which they had two, this is the second technique card that I see come out already. So with this plus the other one in play, so you can just pretty much just diversify your play based on it. So because the other one was basically like, it gets tons of power, but it's still 1 critical. This one has the additional critical when it restands and then it gets a whole
ざいます。
hold everything else. So yeah,
これめちゃくちゃ優秀でございます。
good way to diversify which technique that you want to use. So and for whatever situation that you are in, if you need more power, you go with the original. If you need the critical to really threaten your opponent, you go with the other one. So yeah,
必殺技カードちょっと使い分けてね、
through
状
through
況に合
through
わせ
and
て
through.
戦っていただければなと思います。
はい
はい
そしてね、グレード2なのでサーチも効きますので、ライドラインの効果でぜひぜひ、好きなタイミングで持ってきてあげてください。はい、そして、もう一つこちらのカードも見ていきましょう。どうぞ。はい。
This is
フ
another
レアコスモールでございます。
はい
Flare Cosmo. Alright. So for the drop zone, if an Exega unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, color plus 1. If you don't have another unit with the same name as this unit in the back, oh sorry, call this unit in the same column as that unit. In the back row same column of that unit. And then if you have when this unit is placed by the ability of your Vanguard, you reduce this cost by color plus 1. Reduce this ability cost by color plus 1.
はいということで
So,
めちゃくちゃ
okay,
優
can.
秀なことが書いてあるんですけど、
So if that unit is called by Vanguard's ability, then you don't have to pick color plus 1. You can just call it straight from the drop zone from there. The second ability is in the back row Vanguard circle, which is that where this unit stands.
手札からエゼルバ出してあげてカウンターブラスト1で
Oh, sorry, no. When your Exera Vanguard, when your Exera unit stands during the battle phase, stand this unit also as well. So you just have the full column and just tilt it, and after that, when it restands, then this thing restands too as well. So you can tilt them both again also for maximum column power.
序盤のガー
So
ド
yeah.
とかライドコストに切ってあげたりするのが一番いいんじゃないかなと思います。だから本当にタダで出てくるっていうだけで強いんですけれども、なんとバトルフェーズにエゼルバを含むあなたのユニットがスタンドしたらこのユニットをスタンドさせるということで、同じ縦列に出てきたフレアコスモールもだから先にブーストしちゃって大丈夫です。しっかり、1万5000と8000で2万3000ラインを作ってあげながら、2回目のアタックもしっかり同じ数値を出してあげることができてしまうという、超優秀。3ターン目までに絶対ドロップに置いておきたい1枚でございますね。はい、ぜひぜひこの子も一緒に使ってあげてください。本当にだからめちゃくちゃ強化された。相手バインドも一旦に1枚じゃなくなったし、ドロップから出てくるユニット。
So these are all cards that's actually going to be appearing in the Tendo Zero deck that's coming out in late March. So later this month, at the end of this month actually. So yeah.
はい、ということで、力で勝負だ天童ゼロの収録カード一覧見ていきたいと思います。こちら。
Kopopo.
はい、
So this is actually the full deck review now.
ゼロのデッキの収録カード一
So
覧
the
でございます。
original
さらにですね、この収録カードの中から
technique card is also there too as well. The one that actually gives the high number of power as it goes through.
はい
So yeah, one Shenri is in there. It's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I would purchase this straight away for one Shenri and for Union in the Sky. So yeah,
はい
and because it's like $20 as well, so it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to get
め
it
ちゃ
out.
くちゃいい。
嬉しい
特別再録カードがねみんな
So yeah, I'll package this deck away. I'll just take Shenri. I'll just take the one copy of Shenri. I'll just take the one copy of I'll just take the Union in the Sky and call it a day. So
デザインの光るの嬉しいね。
すごい神秘的。
どのデッキでも使えるからね。うわ、ファンバーレとかもちゃんとね光りますよと。はい。
so this is the
はい。
Yep.
ここら辺もね光ってくれますよと。
はい
めちゃくちゃ熱い。
the new card that we saw earlier.
そう。
In there.
めちゃくちゃ優秀。1万5000シールドなのかマジ強いな。はい。
There's a hospital that I hear an ambulance.
はい。光りますよ
I hear an ambulance beeping by as well.
燃えてるから。
It's street. This is using the original PG actually. This is not the if you have two less cards in your hand, then you don't have to discard one. Two or more cards, then you have to discard
こ
one.
れは初めてなんです。
はい
So it's using the old PG also, and the first copy of every card, so it's going to be a foil. So very nice. By foil, you can make yourself a completely foily deck.
そう。ヒールトリガーも光るし、ディノドラゴンだし。
Yeah, and that's the first technique card essentially.
ダストブレードも光るのよ。これかっこいいよな。
必殺技感すごく強く
めちゃ
て
くちゃいい。素敵。
Stardust
ブレイククロスももちろん
かっこいい
光るよと。これ熱いな。
So yeah,
最後
and last one is Union in the Sky.
こちらが
ユニオンスカイもなんとついに光りますよ。
which has proven to be a very very good
ねえ
very very good regardless piece as well
マジで嬉しい
in
な
competitive.
これ楽しみですね。ランダムでどれ光るかね、ワクワクするね。
ワクワク。
はい。しかもですね、なんと今紹介したカード以外にもですね、ぶっちぎりスタートデッキに稀に収録されるカードがございます。それがこちら、ドン。はい、なんとぶっちぎりスタートデッキにゼロと式のクリティカルトリガーが収録され
So
ます。
the various characters have their own critical triggers essentially, and that's available in the deck too as well. So yeah,
こちらのカードそれぞれの
Vanguard gets a
稀に
remover,
収録される
Baka na.
カードでトリプルレア仕様の無国化
Did he get a remover? I didn't see. Oh yeah, I mean it has a binder. Yes, it has a binder. So yes, it does have a binder. But you need it in order to activate the second Hitsatsu ability, the second Hitsatsu card. So which is that if you 3 more cards in your buy a persona road distance, then you can this city gets +1 critical. So yeah, the Exia can actually give +1 critical
本日こちらもサンプルの方を
as long as you fulfill conditions.
ください。
シャー
So yeah,
かっこいい。
めちゃいい
so Zero Tendo,
この背景が
and the other one is Shiki. So yeah,
ね。
ならではね
良いですよね
I think it's an Emma situation.
いいなこれ。
良い
Either persona right or right. Oh, okay. I mean that could be right. That could be right also. We
はい
there's no translations for it whatsoever because the Zero Tendo cards are not coming out in English so soon. So it could be, you might be right so that it could be either persona right or 3 or more bind in the thing. Because that makes it a little bit more consistent. So yeah. We'll see, we can take a look at it later on also.
ぶ
So
ち
yeah.
切りスタートデッキ天童ゼロ王定式は3月28日発売です。このデッキだけですぐに遊べちゃいますので、皆さんぜひ手に入れて遊んでみてください。
はい、お願いします。それでは続きまして冷気転生のカード紹介したいと思います。
はい
ここからはちょっとね、今日は新藤さんにカード紹介の方をお願いしたいと思います。
やったるで
お願いします。
Here we go.
決まっていくよ
Getting ready for the Magnolia
決ま
reveals.
っていくよが。
決まっていくよ
じゃあまずはアルティサリアの強化カードから見ていきたいと思います。
はい
こちらです。ドン。
So Artisaria first. So
エコルミノエルでございます。
we saw this in the episode also, Angelic Echo. Alright, so when you see it's placed on the regard circle, reveal an Artisaria grade 3 card in your hand, and reveal it if you reveal, and if you reveal or if your Vanguard is Artisaria grade 3 or higher, Energy Blast 2, call a Shadow Army token to the regard circle. Then for that turn, that unit cannot attack. So which means that it can boost also, you saw in the episode. When this unit is put to the Guardian Circle, if you have an Artisaria grade 3 or higher Vanguard, one or more, retire one or more Shadow Army tokens, up to 2.
めちゃくちゃ強力なんですけど。
Up to 2, okay, so, okay, that's something to take note of. Alright, by paying the cost of retiring one or more Shadow Army token, up to 2 Shadow Army tokens. For every unit that's retired for this unit's cost, then for the battle this unit gets plus 10k shield. So this card becomes a 25k shield and we retire 2 Shadow Army tokens. This one does lean more into what you call it? This one does lean more into playing more of the Shadow Army tokens available there. So in case she can get retires off, she really costs 1. Artisaria Rising costs another 1 too as well, even on turn 3. And you basically have the 2 that they could pay for also when she comes in for the intercept. So once she's got a Shadow Army token, so that her role is done. She can basically just be defenses afterwards also, which is actually pretty good. It's actually a very very good addition to the Artisaria deck actually. So yeah, Megumi's first win since season 1 Lamal, but it's a very feel good moment also. For Megumi that win, very feel good moment. So I talked about it in the episode section earlier. So yeah, you missed my whole entire shebang about that. Yeah, max 35k guard. So exactly, yeah, which is a very good defense actually. Very very good defenses. 35k is at most 2 cards gone, but this one is the card itself and the Shadow Army token. So yeah, 2 cards minimum I should say. So yeah. Yeah, removing Shadow Army token is not a big cost to you because as long as you keep fishing for your shop in Shadow, you'll always be able to get the Shadow Army token out there. You also can call up more Shadow Army tokens to Artisaria too as well. You basically have no shortage of it. So her coming and putting another one on the field so just makes it so that she becomes a very good defensive card. You're setting up for defenses with her, which I think is pretty good. So yeah.
置かれていくじゃないですか、
はい
ペットオーダーゾーンに。それが増えていけば増えていくほどシャドウアーミーねコールできる枚数も増えていきますので、もうじゃあまあこのターンからはそんなに2枚ぐらいちぎっちゃってもいいなみたいなタイミングとかだと、めちゃくちゃ強力な25000シールドになってくれるという序盤ね、そうユニットをね増やしてくれるのに貢献してくれつつ、なんと後半ではでかいシールド値として、使っていくことができ
The
てしまう
subcore is actually translated the
ユニッ
the
トになっ
cards
ており
also, so we
ます。
can see whether if it's a
優秀でございます。
you can see also whether we person wrote this or if there are more cards in the
自
bag.
身の効果も
We'll
EV
to
なの
confirm
で
that soon.
まあ基本的にね EC 毎タ
It's
ー
gotta
ン
be.
3されるので、その1余っていくところをうまく使ってあげられることもできるかなというところでございますので、ぜひぜひ今後ちょっとこの子も、研究してみてください。
はい
お願いします。
お願いします。
はい、そしてお待たせしました。
うわ
続いて新たなマグノリアとサポートカード見ていきたいと思います。
はい
じゃあまず
So, yeah.
はサポートカードから新たな自覚獣の登場です。こちら。はい、ということで自覚獣ラジッカでございます。
ラジッカくん
ラジッカくんでございます。能力ちょっと教えてください。
はい、永続リアガード
Alright,
サー
so
クル、
this is-
ガーディアンサークル、あなたのヴァンガードが
Okay,
マグノリア
right.
を含
So
むグレード
Magnolia
3
already, so I thought we could do more.
このユニット
So on the Vanguard circle, the Guardian circle, if you have Magnolia, grade 3 or higher Vanguard, this unit gets intercept and plus 5k shield, so this makes it a 5k shield grade 3. On the back row Vanguard circle, when this unit attacks, if you have Magnolia, grade 3 or higher Vanguard, then for the turn this unit gets plus 10k. So this one is because of 23k attacker, as long as it's in the back row, so which very easy to do with Magnolia.
インター
So
セプトを得て、しかもシールドねジャンププラス5000されるので、後半はもうしっかりシールド値として使うこともできますし、なんと後列からアタックするとこのユニットのもう実質のコストというかほぼない条件で23000にまでパワーが上がってしまうという、すげえシンプルそうパワーが高いカード。
そうなんです。
そうこの子単体で23000なんでね、マグノリアの効果とかが、まあパワーがさらに上がることもあるでしょう、ということでございますので、ちょっとね
it's common card,
ぜ
so
ひぜひ優秀でございますので
I don't know whether we see use for this also, but
はい
pretty interesting
はい
actually.
そしては続いてのカード
And very universal if you play Magnolia Bascas, if you play Magnolia, or you play Magnolia Elder, all good, so yeah. So this is the double R. I think we saw this in the episode 2 as well. So when this unit attacks, if you grade you a higher Magnolia Vanguard, then for the battle unit gets plus 5k and your opponent cannot intercept. At the end of the turn, if you have a Magnolia grade you a higher Vanguard,
インターセプトを封じできますよと。
嬉しいです
なんか
ね。
ね、そう、
あ
1万5000で、まあ実質もう5000上がってたし、まあじゃあインターセプトでちょうど1万で守るかみたいなのも。
if your back row regard, if your unit attacked in the back row this turn, put this card into the soul and draw one. So yes, we did see this in the episode. So the condition is that as long as your back row has attacked, as long as your back row has attacked this turn, then you can actually move this card to the into the soul and then you draw one, which is very healthy for soul hungry decks, especially original Magnolia. And the fact that this thing is also applicable for old Magnolia too as well goes to show so that they're definitely making sure so that the legacy builds all can still remain relevant and can be boosted up with this one card. So yeah, this isn't boosting just the Magnolia. This is boosting this isn't just boosting Magnolia Patriarch. It's boosting old Magnolia. Anything that has Magnolia in the name. So yeah.
この役割を担ってたじゃない
お
結構
世話になりましたね。
そうなんとこの子受覚獣名称です。しかもインターセプトを封じながらこれをやってきますよと。
素晴らしい。
これめちゃくちゃ優秀ですね。本当に1枚にね変換できますし、しかもグレード2であることが、なんとシールド値も持っているというめちゃくちゃ優秀な効果でございます。これ本当強いね。
強い。
これはぜひぜひ皆さん一緒に使ってあげてください。とても優秀でございます。はい。そしてお待たせいたしました。続い
Here we
て
go.
新たなマグノリアの紹介でございます。
The new Magnolia.
十角獣
Here we go.
マグノリアパトリアークです。かっこいい。
Okay, so when this unit is placed on the Regard Circle, choose the Silverhorn Beast from your drop zone and call it the Regard Circle.
登場 場した新たなマグノリアでございますが、
Very cool. You just immediately call one from the drop zone, so that's excellent. Okay, so continuous. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, all of your back row regards can intercept. All of your regards can intercept for the back row and get plus 5k power. If your persona wrote this turn, this unit gets plus 1 drive active during your opponent's turn 2 as well. Once per turn, Color Blast 1. Color Blast 1.
しただけでドロップから
Choose a rear guard for every grade of your opponent's Vanguard. And then for the turn, it gets the skill this unit can attack for the back row. So the attack for the back row, right, is basically now dependent not on your persona, right? It's not dependent on Dragon Tree markers or you being grade 4. It's now dependent on just your opponent's Vanguard being grade 3. So if your opponent want to grade lock themselves, so they're just going to lose. So yeah. Or place free call also, yes. Or place free call. Everything all gets plus 5k except for the back row. And this thing gets plus 1 drive in Persona Road, which emphasizes how important it is to Persona write this card. And more importantly, it's now Color Blast 1, and all of your and your regards in the back row up to the number of your opponent's grades can now attack from the back row. So it's good against most decks except grade 4 if you go first or so. Yes. But people are not going to play Griffo. But people are not going to play Griffo. People will play Sephiroth. And that will trigger. And that will trigger this as well. Anybody that's really playing Griffo, right, is just out to just grief Magnolia. Not going to be the case, unfortunately. So yeah. Competitively speaking, unless your friend really wants to get at you, so he really wants to throw you, yeah, he will play Griffo. But in a lot of situations, no, it will not be the case also. I agree, this is a very solid upgrade of the deck. Solid upgrade. Absolutely 100% much better. I think this is like the best Magnolia that I've ever seen. Persona Right was wonky. Make it forced to be turn 4. So that it can attack for the back, so that all 3 can attack for the back row. Elder was a great upgrade because it just allows you to be able to have the all 3 in the back row attack straight up. Mascas was something else, I'm not going to talk about it, and this is like the best iteration, so yeah. Magnolia can finally be turn 1 or turn 2, so yeah, absolutely. Looks Persona Right descendant also. No, only the plus drive is Persona Right dependent. Everything else can still function. If you don't Persona Right, you don't get the only thing that you lose out is the triple drive. Beyond that, everything functions the same. So yeah, you're completely good. You're completely good, you play okay, and this card can launch on turn 3. Turn 2, go second, turn 3, it can launch. So yeah.
殴りっこが好きなんで。
一方的じゃない。
そうそう、殴りっこに慣れてないから片方がすごい強力、めちゃくちゃ強いです。
Correct. All auto regards get plus 5k. Once your opponent goes to grade 3. Everything all plus 5k. And it's also during your opponent's turn too. It's also, so everything there, right, it's not just 10s and 8s. It's gonna be 15s and 13s. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you went first, right, you still got 2 things swinging in there, which is great. Couple of Gynostas back there, you're solid. Completely solid from there. Then Magnolia himself, right, can actually have the full boost from there. So yeah. Okay. So same I need to correct you. If your opponent's Bizo has 3 or more cards and you Persona Road this turn, so you must have the Persona Right and the 3 in the bind. It's not either or. So yeah. Oh yeah, this support card, so we saw this card in the episode. Alright, so from the drop zone, if you have a grade 2 or higher, oh, okay. So when grade 3 or higher Magnolia is placed, activate one of the following abilities. The first ability is that if you don't have another copy of this unit's name on the Regard Circle, a Regard with the same name as this unit, call this card to the Regard Circle. Then bonus value gets grade 3 or higher, this unit gets plus 5k. Move this card into the soul. Move this card into the soul, choose your Vanguard, and for the turn, the original cost of its auto ability is reduced by Counter Blast 1. So good! This is so good! Oh my goodness, this is so good. No issues with early movements as well. On right, you can already call from drop. Exactly. Exactly. This card is so good because you can not only get +1 into Soul for Soul Plus cost, you can also reduce the cost of Color Plus ability on the Vanguard Circle. Oh man, I think all the Magnolias are cooking. All the Magnolias are cooking as well, and in a way it gives you incentive to actually play down more of your Magnolia Elders actually, because of the fact also that you can just have this Magnolia Elder comes down even though you already have it. You're not doing it for Persona Plus, you're doing it for this little creature. This little critter is so good. It's a rare. It's so good. And it's so helpful to the deck. Really, 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 really helpful to the deck.
上の効果はさ、一つしか発動しないんですけど、別に登場した時にこのコマドレッドが4枚落ちてたら4枚。
Watch Bear Spike also. Yeah. I think the bear was Spike. I know who you're talking about.
全部ソウルに置くだけ置きますとかもできるわけですよ。だからなんか前よりもソウルの供給量がめちゃくちゃ上がってて、すごいなんか前だとセロールこのタイミング使えないかもなみたいな。使っちゃうと実はソウルが足りなくなるかもなみたいなのもあったと思うんですけど。
So yeah, you can also change this also like Serol also like going to Soul +1. Yeah, I mean there's ways to actually get this card into the job zone also, and you can also technically loop it too as well because you will want to try and get a Magnolia riding on the Vanguard Circle in every instance so that you want to. Even now, so with Grade 4. So yeah.
めちゃくちゃ優秀ですね。でグレード2でインターセプトももちろん持ってますし。
ギュノスラとの相性もめちゃくちゃいい。
めちゃくちゃいいね。そうだね。だからカウンターブラストヘルが強すぎる。他に全部を回すことができる。さっき言ったバナスパティスも CB1、SB1 でございますから、すべてを解決してるこいつが。それだけじゃなくて、そうギュノスラとかのパワーを振る効果を他の子にも使ってあげることができますよと。これ優秀ですね。しかもなんかこのタイミングで紹介してないからみんなもしかしたらちょっと抜けてるかもしれないですけど、以前リアノーンを紹介した時タイミングでもサポートカード紹介してましたから、そこら辺もね。そうよ。
見ました。
そうですよ。ギュノスラのパワーをもともと2万とかにすることもできたりね。めちゃくちゃ強化きてるので、ぜひぜひ機会にマグノリア強化されてますので。新しく組んでみて研究してみてはいかがでしょうか。ということでこれまでがマグノリアのサポートカードと金カードでございました。それでは最後にこちらのカード紹介いきたいと思います。ドン。
SCC for Magnolia. Really magnificent also. So yeah. Really, really magnificent.
樹海を震わす青き方向。
来た。ライド工場。めちゃくちゃ鮮やかだね色。
嬉しい。
すごい好き今回のマグノリア。今までのもね可愛かったけど。
We've come a long way also ever since the days of Zorga and Magnolia as the first two right lines also in Stoichia. We've come a long way.
使いたいけどなんか飾っておきたいタイプだな。
すげえ綺麗。
いいな。リラックス効果がありますね。
いやそうよ。
書いてあることめちゃくちゃいかついけど。
リラックスできない相手は緊張しっぱなしだよ。これすごいかっこいいですね。ぜひぜひやっぱシークレットレアは熱いですね。セリフ入ってるのがね。
嬉しい。
ぜひぜひ皆さん手に入れたらね、飾るもよし使うもよしでございます。そしてこの他にもシークレットレアカード収録されます。皆さん手に入れたらぜひ使ってみてください。それでは最後に商品情報です。こちら。
はい、ブースターパック霊気転生は4月11日金曜発売
売です。
アニメデラックス編で活躍するカードも収録されていますので、今後の紹介もお楽しみに。
ユースもこれから来る。
そういうことです。
やばい、私のお財布が。
なんなら来週じゃないですか。紹
介が。楽しみでございます。ということで以上新カード情報でした。
ということで本日の終盤ここまででございます。それでは
I hope it does something like if you evolve just off our guest plus 10k or so. We can only wait and see. So yeah. We gotta wait and see. We're getting the new youth perk. We're basically getting the new youth perk. This will be the replacement for the original youth perk. Grade 3 that came out in set 7. 8 total cards, which includes a brand new right line too as well. Sorry, there's a brand new right line for youth perk in this set. Interesting, very interesting. So let's see how youth becomes much more better and stronger, or maybe it's like support units as well. It's no longer youth all the way up. So we'll see, we'll see.
まあ愛ゆえにね。 そう
新たなフレームレア集めてくださいってことですね。
いやまあ確かに
Yep, it's a very cool art
からねまた
そうです
大会 PR とか
And
で
we can only wait until next week to see what's going on there.
強化されているということでございますので関連カード含めてね合計8枚も新カードございます、
たっぷり
見逃しなくはい
はい。
ぜひぜひ皆さんユース使いの人たちも楽しみにお
I'm
待ちくだ
tempted
さ
to
い
rebuild you for so.
はい
Yeah,
は
yeah.
いということで、本日は新藤さんにゲストにお越しいただき
Yeah,
ま
I
す
mean, why not,
あ
right?
りがとうございま
That's
した
the
来ます
that's the nice thing about Vanguard now,
私
so
も来ようかな
like new cards are getting boosted, so and the temptation to rebuild all the old stuff is there.
小笠原さん
I feel tempted to build youth and never played youth before, so
そうだよね
so yeah.
そっか。
そうですよ
So we see what the new youth pack has, so that's for next
遊
week.
びに来る人
ちょっとね、
そうや
生でやっぱユースベルク
Okay,
の
I will need to use the toilet after the stream is over, so then after that we'll roll into our boys cooking segment or so. But yeah, let's get the official confirmation of what is on next week's show. So yeah. I guess I will be getting the Nintendo Zero deck then. as well. It's $20 though, but of course if you shot $20, then yeah, you if you need to give a skip, sure. But the fact that you have the fact also that you have the some cool stuff in there, so it's not a bad shout. Honestly, for $20, it's actually not a bad shout. So yeah.
そのタイミングね合うと
当てなければならないカードがいっぱいいますので、
そうだね
はい。
本当に
まあ両手にかな
They decided between the two posters of her, of one is her favorite and one is just her. So yeah.
一緒にこれからもヴァンガード楽しんでいきましょう。大ヴァンガ祭もありますからね。ぜひぜひ皆さん名古屋美味しいもの食べて
Yeah.
たくさんファイトして
It was 75 unfortunately, so
はい。ぜひ
I was in 75.
楽しんでください。ありがとうございま
75
す。
for a total of 3, so okay
ま
lah.
た来ます一生宣言するやんまたよ
I'm only getting one, so as much as I would like 4 Shenries or 3 Shenries, I'm not going that far to get it. So I'll probably just get the one with the 1 Shenry and call it a day.
皆さんライドザヴァンガードと書き込んでくださいお願いします
お願いします
名古屋楽しみですってあ
名古屋ねそうライカ君の会がちょうどジン君がゲストに来るからね
お、
暑い見れるかな朝早すぎて逆に見れない説ある
そうなんだよね
そこなんだよな当日の場合ってね
そうですよ。
そうだよね
ヴァンガードのイベント。
そう
朝早い場合にのね
ファイターさんたちもさ、見れないんですよね。
そうだよねなんかだから当日に見た人って聞くとまだ見れてないっていう感動がやっぱあるからさそう
そうなんですよね。
そこだよな
そうなのよ。
怖い
Right.
どこまで話ができるか怪しいですよ
会場にテレビ置いて
確かにね
確かに待ち時間もそこででっかいモニターでみんなで見ようみたいな
確かにな
見れないのかな。
ねあったら嬉しい
あったら
じゃ嬉しいね
If it's good, I'm taking the 75 back, so investing in my
可能性が
HG.
出てくるかもしれないよね
Fair, 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 fair.
よろしくお願いします
お願いします。
お願いし
はい。
ます。
じゃあそろそろ皆さん準備できましたかね。
いきますよ
Alright.
それじゃあいきます
はい
せーの合言葉は
Raidoza Bangaro.
ありがとうございました
ありがとうござい
また
ま
来
す。
ます
Alright. So that is it for the live stream. So yeah. Good reviews and it's finally nice to see Magnolia actually have a win. And I feel very good about it. So yeah. I feel 100% good about it. Not yet for deck type. I need to use the toilet, so yeah. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I really need to use the toilet. So it is like fasting time. So the system is in work. So yeah, there's not much I can really say on that front. So but yeah, let me just set up the music first. Which surprisingly I closed the thing. Oh, I closed the thing. Yeah. Alright. So let me just have this set up. So, alright, chat, this is time for the weekly notes of Gen Masters. We're not calling it Gen Masters, I can tell you that. So yeah, I will leave the prompt on from here. So and I'll go use the toilet. We come back and then we get started. So yes. Okay. Right, be back. Thing is on the thing. Weekly Jank Night with the Jankmaster. Why am I the Jankmaster? Bruh. Okay, apologies for that. Okay, so alright, so we move on to the What is Cooking segment right now. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, so in the celebration of the month of Ramadan that's happening right now, excuse me, I had also a lot of bit of a think about what to do for this prom. And I thought what would be very funny is if I restrict you guys from doing certain card arts. And with Ramadan in my mind, when I made up the prompt, I asked you guys, build me a halal standard deck. And the halal standard deck means that there must be no depiction of food, drink, or revealing female outfits is allowed in the card art. And later on, we also got a little bit of the clarification also. And men are to be dressed from the belly button down to their knees. So yeah, to be honest, this prompt is a bit weird. So I mean, that's the point. That's honestly the point of it. So it's supposed to be weird. So yes, and of course, because of the fact that Bahasa deck basically has basically has like certain card arts as a band. Case in point would be Sarah Snow. If I can find the Sarah Snow card, let me just go and look for it. Should be able to find it. I should have cheated, so I'd rather you didn't. So let's see. We should be able to find the card art for Sarah Snow. Nope, that's a shopping link. That's not going in the video. So okay. So let me see. Ah, here we go. So this is our closest approximation. So essentially, like Sarah Snow basically was completely covered up because her boobs were there, and so she basically goes from having an open V-neck, a plunge, or rather it's a jacket basically revealing her top skin. It is now covered up with a black inner shirt essentially. So this was in my mind obviously, and so that's why I thought about the prompt being that it should be revealing female outfits allowed the card art to be dressed in a way. So yeah, I just came out the prompt this way, so and just kind of like yeah. So yeah, but of course it's meant to be weird also because this is supposed to be very goofy, this is supposed to be very fun, it's supposed to be very thought-provoking, but not to the point where you break your mind over matter, you break your mind over other stuff. Like what's in the card art. So that's the point of these prompts also. I just wanted to make it very jank and goof. It fulfills my reasoning for Vanguard, for why I wanted in Vanguard 2024. Just more goof. So yeah. So we'll proceed with honor. So there are gonna be some edge cases in there because I've been monitoring this chat throughout the entire time, and of course going through everything and whatnot with everybody, just working with everybody onto the whole thing. I want to break your mind with the most jank build. So try next week's one. You try next week's one. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, speaking of that, so you can take part in this. So it's on a Discord server. I host it every Tuesday. And I run it every Tuesday whenever we run the live stream. So do be sure to head over there and just come and join and have some fun. Also, we're here every week for it. So as long as I'm doing the streams, as I can do the streams, I'll put up these prompts and yeah, so on and so forth from there. So, all right, okay. So we start with the first one from Curse of Archer, and he's running with another Ragnarok deck. So Ames, you're here. Let's go through this and see what we got. Alright, so record Ragnarok. So obey halal or get punished. And it is Zeus essentially. So yes. This is okay. This fits the prompt. Alright. Yep, this one is okay. A bit edge case there, but you know what, this is okay. He's mostly wearing his toga, and the cloth that he has also goes over his shoulder. Is resembling of like the Greek togas that they used to wear. So this is perfectly okay. And in Malay culture as well, so they used to have the robes that they wear whenever they go for like prayers and whatnot. So it used to wrap around the entire body. But so long as it covers up the belly button and doesn't show his knees, this is perfectly okay. So yeah, that's perfectly okay from there. So we're going in through God of Cunning Loki, all okay. Zeus, all okay. Okay, so Shiva, there is no belly button. There is a idea that the belly button is over here, essentially. When the Greek makes halal, so yeah, that's true. There's a hit here, but because there is no drawing of a belly button, there's no drawing of a navel there, the argument is that there's no belly button. So I can accept the argument. It's an edge case, straight up edge case. Everything is edge case, but what can we do, right? Right, then we go on with Hermes there in there too as well. Odin's all okay. Thor himself, don't really see the belly button, but they don't draw the belly button, so another edge case there, which I think is fine. Everything else is okay in there. Now, let's take a look at what the Zeus deck really does. So, Zeus itself is that rest one of your regards, search your deck for up to one Zeus order card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. When you see the attacks, color +1, choose one of your regards with Zeus in his card name and stand it. So you want to have regards Zeuses in play. And the regards Zeuses in play would be the all-knowing, all-powerful god Zeus here, which has a skill when you see the attacks, you have a creature, you get the Vanguard with Zeus in his card name, and your Demizo has 2 or more face-down cards. You just get +5k to the return. When you see the attacks, if all your front row regards are at rest, color +1, sorry, so +1 and color charge 1. And then there's also the other grade 2 Zeus here, which is also part of the right line. Currently a circle shuffle your deck. The one we're looking for is usually attacks. Your front row has 3 gods, which you will because it's usually mostly Zeus, or if all gods, depending. This will give us 1k to the battle. Alright, the order cards. These are the 2 order cards that we see over here. So, play this with color +1, and if you have Zeus in the Vanguard circle, let's just pass down Zeus. Choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of the turn, it gets +1 critical. Then all of your front rows get +10k. Choose a card from your hand and you may discard it. If you do not discard, choose 2 face down cards with your debut zone and turn them face 2 face up cards with your debut zone and turn them face down. So you pay color blast, you discard a card from your hand, or you pay color blast 2 essentially, but you don't actually do the color blast, and you have all the effects there. Play this if you have Zeus in its card name. Final form of Zeus Adamas. Okay. Choose one of your unit cards with Zeus in its card name from your soul and call it the regard circle. All of your front row regards get +5k to the turn. So Zeus itself also can actually call the grade 2 Zeus, which we pointed out earlier. And you can call it the regard circle out from using this card, and it gets all units in front row gets +5k. So there's just a ton of power that's going out from here. What others? So we do have Loki here, which reveal the top card of your deck with a god called the regard circle, so just allows you to prop top from there. Fun fact, you can decide not to pay the discard cost and CB if you only use 1 color blast for cost. Really? Really? Choose 2 face. Yeah, okay. You don't need to pay the discard and color blast, so you only use 1 CB for the cost. So. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. If you don't have the ability to fulfill the second part, then you don't fulfill them. So yeah, you fulfill as much as you can with it. So if you did not discard, then you choose 2 face-up cards in the episode. If you can't choose 2, then you can't follow through with the rest. Because it's part of the effect and not a cost itself, you don't need to fulfill the rest of it. So yeah, as long as you only got 1 floating face-up, you don't have to discard, nor you do have to turn cards face down. So yeah, if I remember correctly. So alright, so as I was talking about, Loki himself, back row center regard circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is great, you rest this unit, and all your opponent's front rows get +5k to end of turn. So okay. And then Shiva itself, which is if your Vanguard is a god, your opponent's Vanguard is greater, it gives +5k shot at the end of the battle. So not much to really say here in terms of the fronts and backs. But yeah. Yeah. Obey halal or get punished. So yeah, essentially. This is okay. This is good. This is good. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, and we go into Anishi's Poseidon deck. He's also going with Record Ragnarok too as well. This is just funny. This is this is the second one. Same as first one if you just want to be more halal. We'll take the more halal one. So we go with the more halal version of this. Alright. So Anishi halal time. So we're going in with Poseidon. Again, because Record Ragnarok doesn't actually draw the belly button. So edge case in a situation like this. Not much that we can say about it. Running roughly the same thing that you're running actually, Ames. But let's take a look at the order cards that we have here too as well. So roughly about the same in terms of design and whatnot. So yeah, edge case, but I'll allow it essentially. So rest one of your regards, search your deck for up to 1 Poseidon order card, reveal it, put your hand and shuffle your deck. Color +1, retire 1 or more of your regards, and this unit gets +5k to the end of the turn for each unit retired for this cost. If you retire 2 or more, this unit gets +1 drive until the end of the turn. Okay, I love Shadow Paladin, the deck as well, which is Poseidon. Yes, it does feel very so. Order card, color +1 if you have a Poseidon Vanguard. All of units in all of your front row regards get plus 10k until the end of the turn. And if your regard was retired this turn, choose one of your opponent's regards and retire it. Very, very Shadow Paladin. Play this if your Vanguard with Poseidon's card name. Look at top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card. Choose up to one unit card with grade lower than or equal to your Vanguard and Poseidon in his card name from among them. Call it the Vanguard circle, shuffle the deck, and put the rest of the bottom of the deck. Choose one of Vanguard's and gets plus 10k until the end of the turn. Alright, so you have the choices of these two to actually fetch with Poseidon. By resting your regard, you can actually put it into play. And because it's rested, so there's one retire that you'll pop off, but then there's also more retires that you could do. We saw Loki already, and Shiva too as well. This one is part of the right line, but when your Vanguard's ability will count the number of units retired for that cost, this card counts as 2 cards, so very sure about it. And Hermes is just basically soul charge, and then you can search. You can actually call cards to back row regard circle from soul and whatnot. Yeah, not much that I can say here. So roughly, Poseidon is just basic. This whole deck is basically another version of the of Armis's your deck also, which is the Zeus deck. So yeah, I mean, they're two brothers, so of course the brothers would possibly use like the same build in the deck. I mean, that's not far-fetched at all in history, but yeah, all good from there. So hello. All right, let's move on to the next Halal deck. Another one for Minichi. And this time he is running with Alden. Okay, I did not see this one also. This day is scary with retire 7. Of course, it's scary with retire 7. Absolutely. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to Alden. Alright, so Alden itself is so completely covered. Everybody is covered up. Even the females are also covered really well. This is really well done. So perfect. Very good, very okay. And then everything else is... T4 is actually perfectly halal for the most part. The shoulders are a little bit like not supposed to in a way, but I will let it by because we didn't really talk about it. Plus, I don't really see this outfit as revealing. So, in most circumstances, so like while Ramadan wouldn't see this as not this is not okay. I mean, the rest of the world would see it's okay, so I'm gonna bend the rule a little bit. So I will allow Tayfall to be in here. Yep, everyone else is just mostly covered or are men, and it's properly covered. If not, it's actually just dragons and monsters. And here's the funny part: I expected everybody to just start coming in with monster decks, like no humans at all. Like nobody, but I appreciate everybody stepping up to the challenge, right, and trying to put humanoids in there, and just making sure so that they're picking cards that are dressed properly for the prompt itself also, which I personally am kind of very like, you know, elated by it. So that's the word I'm looking for. Very elated by it. So alright, so let's look at the Alden deck itself also. So Alden running with his original right line, which is basically just revealing revealing cards among them, and then you go off from there. Tranquilia is you reveal one grade 1 or greater card. Top 5, one grade 1 greater card. And oh sorry, this is not. No, is this? Yeah, no, it's Alden. Sorry, it's Alden. So yeah, when you ride upon, then if you do not reveal, you so just one. Alden itself, which is the Destiny 1 or Protection Alden, where the card will be called by this unit's ability to a regard circle with a unit. Return the unit that is on the regard circle to hand instead of putting it in the drop zone, so it just allows you to cycle up the card back into your hand. When this unit attacks, card +1, draw a card, choose up to one card from your hand, call it the regard circle. At the end of your opponent's next turn, it cannot be retired by opponent's card effects and gets plus 10k. Hang on, let me just get my bottle. Alright, so and then Divine Skill, so +1. Divine Skill, so +1. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 2 cards from among them, call it the regard circles. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, they cannot be retired by opponent's card effects, shuffle the deck. Alright, so Alden itself also has been very, very good in terms of its... it's a very good and very fun deck build. Right line, so to speak. And it comes with a lot of good support cards. So like Light Leads is the key card also with the Alden deck. So and with himself used to be the partner or the support grade 3 for Bastion. Now he himself the Ace Vanguard also, which is just quite interesting to see how things goes. And then better to see attack boosted, you put another regard same column as this unit into the soul. You choose one of your units with Alden in its card name, it gets plus 10k at the end of the turn. This one is another good support card, a mech is part of it. When placed on the regard circle, if you have an Alden Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5k until the end of the turn. It was placed by the card ability against plus 50k so plus 5k, so because of Alden's ability to be able to call, so he's definitely one. Ermac is actually one of your targets for it. Take 4 because you're playing with the Warrior's Rest, which is a very, very good card for Alden, as long as you have a full field Incanter Sanctuary. So this is a card that you should consider putting into your deck. And consider it's also being reprinted, so there's a lot of like pluses to it. I have an Ahoge. Choose 2 of your units and you get the skill during the battle. This unit that it's boosted. That this unit is boosted, it gets this unit gets plus 10k at the end of the battle. You have 5 more units, you get to draw a card. So just not only do you get a lot of power here, but you also gain a lot of you also gain a plus draw too as well if you have full field. And I've considered this card in Grand Grace, although I haven't really got around to doing so because I felt like I don't need to. But it's really nice that that exists from there. And T4 is just the accompaniment over there, so it just allows you to be able to if you more units plus 10k at the end of the battle. So just universally, just the second skill is grounds enough to actually put it in because it has a lot of power there. The top one is just a bonus because as long as you haven't played if you play a normal order list, which is the other one, so then you can actually play off the ability, the Soul Blast ability top 5, then you call more onwards. So T4 is just really, really universally a good generic card. Wedge Influence Dragon. During the battle, this unit boosted with a Great Shield or Greater Vanguard with Alden in its card name. This unit gets plus 5k. When this unit boosts a Great Shield or Greater Vanguard with Alden in its card name, Soul Charge 1, and this unit gets plus 2k in the battle. So this is the Divine's booster as we called it. So wasn't really familiar with what it looked like, but this is it. Gargon, which is a card that which is a card so they could possibly be placed by Alden himself. So a good card, and also allows you to counter charge 2 as well. If you have a Vanguard Alden is card name, this gets plus 2k. When your other unit is placed on Regard Circle by ability of your Vanguard Alden is card name, counter plus 1, choose one of your Regards and stand it. So yeah, very good grade 0 there, so that really helps with a lot of capabilities, I would say. So yeah. Ooh, okay. Okay. The thigh is a problem. The thigh is a problem, unfortunately. I have to say, the thigh is a problem. So, unfortunately, I may have to disqualify this deck because thigh sweating, legit sweating. Ashes is okay. Ashes is actually pretty okay for the most part. She's covered up properly, so but Natalia thigh is a problem. So, yep, nope. Unfortunately, didn't try hard enough. You were one card. We were one card away from this being completely halal, but no, unfortunately cannot. Cannot. I need to put a big fat X on this one. Let me find the X reaction. So there we go. Nope. Nope. So close. So close. I'll message him later, so I don't let's not have this on stream. Alright, next one. Another one by Curse of Archer, and this one is also another edge case too as well. So Armes, we'll see what we can do with this. We'll see what we can do with this. How many more we got after that? We got, I think, one more after this. So yeah, one more after this. Okay. Now, baitless behavior. Sacrifice glass. Well, let's address the elephant in the room straight away. So the problem here is Grand Dogma. So the Obasan here, right, has revealing shoulders, and we talked about it with Tefal. Alright? I gave it a pass because conceptually speaking, like, she looks okay. Conceptually, like, the whole outfit entirely, so it doesn't look revealing at all also. I'll rest my case of an old man trying to beat me up. What do you mean by an old man trying to beat you up? Explain yourself, please. Okay. So let me see. I think I have. Didn't I download Grand Dogma, the full art? I might not have, so okay. Never mind. We can take a look for Grand Dogma now. So yeah. So Grand Dogma. Let's go into the gallery and let's go into the full art. What do you mean? I declined his food, so he called his homies to beat me up. I do not understand. Okay, so Grand Dogma Obasan. So shoulders revealing. There's a bit of a bosom over here, hint of a bosom there. But the fact is that there's like a completely open shoulder top or so. Tatefall had armor. It's a halter top armor, so it's armor that goes here. The shoulders are you could say that the shoulders are open, but it can easily be covered with a shoulder pad, no problem. So it's hard to defend Obasan here. It's hard to defend Obasan here because of the shoulders situation. So this is really another one of those edge cases whereby you know, everybody says let you also. So I will turn a blind eye to this. She's covering it with eyes. Is she now? I mean, I'm not sure. Can't really say, but you know what? I'll allow it. I'll just allow it. So this is very edge case. It's not as clear cut as Natalia that we saw earlier, but yeah. So we'll let this through. All right. So everything else is just basically mostly monster bases plus whatever that actually supports the the sacrifice glass and the Grand Dogma build. Some interesting choices also includes you choosing to use the Kahil realm section of cards, so which we will go through. We should go through now. So yeah. So the great treat is that when you see attacks are boosted by Tiny Devil of Cruel Helm, by resting one Devil Knight of Cruel Helm on Rigard Circle, you get to soul charge 1 DCGS plus 10k plus one critical until the end of the battle. The Knight itself also is right here, the Devil Knight. So what you see is rest for the cost of ability by battling Rogue of Cruel Realm. Cover plus 1 status unit, so this one just rest and then hey, it can reset again as well because it's used by the cost for the original. And then when you see standby card ability, you get plus 1k to the end of the turn, which makes him a 15k straight up and allows you to get the plus 10k plus 1 critical. This is a Tiny Devil, which is you see space of Rigard Circle. You can so plus 1 look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with Cruel Realm is card in from one deck, reveal it, put your hand and shuffle your deck. If you get either one of those two, it's fine. If you already have another copy of either, like this pops off. This can actually pop off also. It's actually pretty decent budget card also for commons also. It's actually a pretty good set of cards through and through. So yeah. Interesting that you're actually playing with Omnia Gruzio as your right line, but then again, I think the rest of the right line is not halal, so that's why you had to choose to go with these. But I guess it's as good as you can get. Sacrifice Glass himself also, which is at the beginning of mid phase. Thank you for the follow. I'll just use that opportunity to drink water because I need to, and also I can also cut it out later on also. So as I read the whole thing. So Sacrifice Glass's ability is that at the beginning of your main phase, when when your opponent's unit is retired from the Rigard Circle or Guardian Circle, you may energy blast, energy charge 1. This deck revolves around energy charging and energy blasting for all of its abilities. At the end of the battle that this unit attack the Vanguard, you can energy blast 4 such deck, hand or drop for up to 1 Grand Dogma. Write it as stand, and it gets plus 15k minus 2 drive until the end of the turn. If you search your deck, shuffle the deck. If you roll a card, your opponent may draw a card. So your opponent may choose to draw if you roll into Grand Dogma. So and of course, Grand Dogma is that when this card is bound by the ability of a card with the same card name as this unit, they put this card into drop zone, so it must be bound by its own ability to stay bound. And you want to do that so in order to activate the rest of the abilities for Grand Dogma itself, which is at the end of this unit attack, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. If your bind zone has 1 or more cards with the same card name as this unit, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it. And if your bind zone has 2 or more cards with the same name as this unit, stand this unit. So it just allows you to have the restanding ability as well, and you stay as Grand Dogma too as well. At the end of your turn, if your bind zone has 1 or less cards with the same card name as this unit, choose one who governs ritual, sacrifice glass from your soul, and write it as rest. If you wrote, bind this card. So you bind this card, and as long as you have 1 or less, you have to get another. You have to stay as sacrifice glass. But on the 3rd turn onwards, right, you immediately go straight into being Grand Dogma, and you just keep the abilities as well. And everything also pops off from there. So some of the best book cards, which includes the Great One itself, which is that you can energy blast 5 to draw a card at the end of your turn. So this allows you to be able to empty out the thing so that your opponent calls cards whatsoever. Thank you for the follow. And everything all just basically just pops off from there. So and then you basically get a lot of draw out of it also, right? And it has a very, very good ability which also allows you to search for the what you call it, Sacrine Bait, which I realized you did not put in Sacrine Bait in here. So this whole deck actually kind of falters because Sacrine Bait is what allows you to actually be able to pop everything off also. Hello. Allows everything to kind of pop off from there. So I'm surprised that it's not in the deck. We are baitless and soulless also. Oh, okay. You don't need soul, you don't need bait. Okay, fine. Fine. You're going with the full thing also. I faced this class tag at locals a few days ago also. Cool. We are doing because you're new here, we are doing my what is cooking segment, which is basically these are all decks that is built with a prompt in mind. So don't expect this to be meta. This is purely just for goof and just something fun that me and my my Discord server are doing for just for the lols, and something that we do after the stream or so, just so we can have a bit of fun with Vanguard or so. So I just let you know on the full thing. The bait is therefore is food, therefore illegal. Okay, I understand. You fulfilled my prompt to the full, so yeah. So yeah, I plan to find all certain cards that can be about stone creatures if that's possible. So go right ahead. Okay, I remember this card was also this card is also part of Grand Dogma. So Mushi. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with sacrifice cards is card name, choose one of your opponent's regards and retire it. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Grand Dogma is card name, attacks you get was 10k. So Mushi is where staying as Grand Dogma, so it's critical and important because you get more power when you're Grand Dogma at that point in time, so you just kind of like punching your opponent already. There's no need to remove your opponent's field, so unless it's part of your build. Sacrifice cards never really did much of that. But Grand Dogma will just give a lot of power for it also. So yeah. Yeah, because I declined his bait, so he called the Realm Gang to beat me up instead. So I see. I understand the full context of everything now. So I see your whole story here, and I'm perfectly pleased. So this is fine. This is absolutely fine. For context also, for the Saturine bait also, let's look it up just for completion's sake. Alright, so yeah, so Saccharine bait, right, is the main reason why staying in Grand Dogma is actually a lot more important, because if Vanguard was not placed during the right phase this turn, you can activate Persona Right, choose any number of cards with different grades other than heal and over from your drop zone, and return them to the deck and shuffle your deck, which allows you to be able to actually shuffle back so your criticals, your heals, sorry, not heals, your criticals, anything that's offensive or your draws, even as well if you're daring whatsoever, return them back into the deck so that you can actually check them later on. So that is really the main reason why you want to stay as Grand Dogma there, but Grand Dogma can only stay there by its own ability, so this deck is considered to be rather slow. It's a turn 6 deck if I remember correctly, or turn 5 if I recall. So yeah. But of course, with your build here, so you do change it up so that it's the Realm that is actually beating everybody up. Grand Dogma is just not gonna make it, so yeah. Grandma might not even make an appearance from there. But yeah, with no bait here, which serves as the food or the drink, it's not allowed under the prompt. So yeah, I accept this. This is well done actually. I would say this is actually very, very well done. Yeah, I applaud you for it. This is well done. Okay, let's look into our last one for the night or so. And this one is actually done by Lamaster. And of course, I had to call him up because there's belly button on Zorga, so tak halal. It's a Zorga deck. Let's take a look and see what he does. Okay. So yeah, he's changed it up. It's now a Kingfisher deck. It's a Kingfisher deck. Wait, is it Kingfisher? Is it Kingfisher? Play. If you play a normal order this turn, choose a normal order, you drop to the same DC. Oh, and it's Alchemagic. Sorry, this is the Alchemagic one. This is the not Zorga. This is the not Zorga deck. Okay, again, because of the fact also that it is Zorga is not halal because he's shirtless and you can see his belly button and the pants doesn't go up above the thing, so it's not a lot. Yeah, Kingfisher is I thought it was Kingfisher based on the art. I only saw the 30k base later on, so yeah. But it's an Alchemagic deck essentially. So Zorga is not halal, so it's now replaced by him. Everything else is follows through with Zorga from there, which also includes the I forgot his name, Roaming Prison Dragon essentially, which is a very key and important card in the build, all in all. Coming in with some other help too as well. At the end of the turn, so if you have Alchemagic this turn, if I'm reading that correctly, yeah, if you have Alchemagic this turn, then or if you attack 5 or more, or if you have you guys have attack 5 or more, then this really gets sorry, move this into sword, then you can't charge 1. Yeah, so sorry, I was supposed to check for halal first. Everything is kind of halal, so this is mostly a monster, so okay, monsters are allowed, so it's not humanoid, so to speak. So it's not human, so to speak. So we can ignore the needs for halal because it's supposed to be a go monster. So retire rather than CC. What is it? So then CC actually. This one says move this unit into soul and then you CC. It's not the other way around. Shadow Cloak, very staple for Zogga. Not much I really need to say there. Everything basically revolving around your orders or so. And surprisingly also playing with the Fire Regardless in there too as well. Which the Fire Regardless cannot be played. But for your head of drop zone, then you can remove this card and then you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck and choose one and reveal it. And then you activate, if you reveal the card, shuffle your deck. If you don't reveal a card, then you can shuffle your deck and draw one. If you reveal a card, then activate all the following abilities at the bottom. If it's a glitter card, add it to your hand. If it's great, it's equal or less than your Vanguard, then you can call it the Regard Circle. Very good regardless piece or so. So yeah. Yeah, it's not retired. It's not retired. So yeah. Coming with some of the orders or so. This one is the... Isn't this the order that actually plays itself? Discard one card from your... Discard the top card of your deck. Then choose a grade 1 or less. Choose a card also with grade equal to or less than your Vanguard. Call the Regard Circle if it's a unique card. And if it's add it to your hand also if it's a copy of this card instead. So this one just allows you to actually be able to actually kind of like cycle in a way. But you mill first also, and then you can actually get the cycle off also. Eventually coming to points where you actually will call out cards anyway. Until you get more copies of it also. So yeah. But can be also be used with Alchemy Magic too as well. So and you want to say copies, so because of his ability now, because Zogga is not halal. So yeah, you want to you could Alchemy Magic with this and that too as well, and eventually remove it from play. And everything there, so it's just basically like you have to match Alchemy Magic with it. So color blast 1, draw 1, look at the top card of your deck, and you can put it on top of your deck or discard it. Color blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose a unit with greater than or greater than or equal to your Vanguard. Reveal it, put it to your hand, or discard it, I think. Yeah, sorry, because it's Japanese, so it will take a bit me more time to actually translate it. So I try to avoid it as much as possible, but I'll read off as best as I can. So, but this one is card plus 1 and send 4 cards from your bind zone into the drop zone, which you will do so with Alchemy Magic. With this one card. It's a blitz order, so then choose one of your regards that's actually being attacked, and for the turn it gets plus 20k shield. So this one is just basically, it's really just so that you can actually get back all the cards that you bound with Alchemy Magic back into your drop zone, so you can actually repeat the cycle through and through. So yeah, all in all, I think this deck build also is what you expect out of Zogga, minus the Zogga of course. It's weird that you only have one Gust Jin. There's only one PG here. You have no other PGs as far as I can see, unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am. So you only have one PG in here, which is interesting. You only have one PG in here. Okay, take that as you will. Take that as you will. A lot of much so, but this does fulfill the prompt as well. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. So yeah, should be halal now also. Yes, it is very halal also, and it's all good and dandy from there also. So yeah, this one was a bit of a tough one, imagine speaking, but I can't keep giving you low ball ones like I have before, like tell your story and whatnot. I gotta give some tough ones also. This is definitely tough, but also a means in which that people could actually learn a bit more about the culture too as well. So yeah, that's just really what I saw, just a means to really highlight the culture a little bit more. So now that it's Ramadan season, so yeah, and so, except for one, which I will have to tell Inishi, so that there is a disqualification on his deck, on this deck here. So I will tell him soon enough. But beyond that, so everything is well done. Everything here is well done. You fulfilled the prompt through and through. So man, it's making me suffer with the new prompt. So yes. So in case you are not aware, I already put up a prompt already. I put up every Tuesday. One that I will read next week, so you guys have a whole week to do so. You can head to the Discord server in the description box below for YouTube. On Twitch, it should be there. And if you're watching this back on YouTube as its own independent video, which I have cut out, you can also check the description box below too as well. So yeah, I already put out the prompt over here. You can join in next week's one also. Build me a standard V premium deck also, but every card it must have a fire in each of the card arts. So yeah, feel free to have some fun with this. Try to think of it. Try to figure it out. Do your best. And I'll see you next week. That's all I can say. And yeah, that will mark the end of the stream too as well. So thank you so much for joining me for the Vanguard Newsday Tuesday as well as for what is cooking segment 2 as well. Yeah, I do look forward to see you guys next week, and do come on also and just have a bit of fun here. So that's what we're gonna do every end of the stream. Just have some fun with the prompts, have some fun with that building, and go along and just laugh together with it. So yeah, thank you very so much for joining me. Thank you those that follow me too as well. I really appreciate you guys coming on to join me. So like long after the stream is over, we're just doing some goof stuff just to have a bit of fun and laughs. And I hope you guys find this intriguing enough so that you enjoy. And of course, it's all this part, everything that we read through with all the decks also will appear in the appear on YouTube as a separate video. So I'll cut this part out and actually we'll put it there. So do feel free to enjoy everything else. So this is like problem number 7, no, problem number 8, and we're going to problem number 9. So we've done 8 of these already. So and each one of them has just been fun in its own way. So yeah. Right, that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining me for the Vanguard Newsday Tuesday. I'm here every Tuesday for the live stream as much as I can. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.